What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, here with the day 4 of Season 4 of Grand Party. So we're going to jump straight into it, of course. If you guys have not seen the previous videos, definitely go ahead and check them out. We are on that road to try to use as many, 1-1-1 teams as we possibly can. I have already had a peek at our next opponents, and I've already created a team for it, but I think we are going to finally break the drought of using 1-1-1. So after looking at all these teams, this is the one that I want to challenge because I feel like Luffy can take on Blackbeard without too many issues. But we do see Katakuri at the top. Now, Katakuri being a powerhouse unit, he does get a little bit of a buff. He is a dex unit. He gets an attack buff. He's actually relatively strong. So I think we do actually have to opt to change the team a little bit. So the team that I am using to combat it is I'm using these two characters at the top, using Katakuri and Whitey Bay to take on the Halloween Katakuri. It should be able to take it on. And then we've also got the Luffy versus the Blackbeard, and then the Pig to lower our combat score, our battle power, versus the final team. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just run it. So this is win number 9 right now. In my current case, if I do lose, I do at least get 1 retry, but if we win this, we don't get any more retries for the rest of the season. So we have to get serious, I mean, realistically, because I do get a retry, I probably could have tried to still use a pretty low combat power team just to see if I could straight up win it. But, it is what it is. We probably should have, not worried about it too much. I mean, yeah, we're just destroying this guy. Just the amount of damage. He didn't even get a chance to attack at all. Okay, I definitely could have risked it without having to use 2 characters there. So we could have probably ran much lower combat power, but you never know, maybe Blackbeard's going to destroy us right here. Let's see how this goes. Blackbeard does give himself CT, I believe, or he has a really low cooldown, a really low CT cooldown to launch his special, so he could do good damage to us, but we do revive, we have multi-hit specials. I'm not expecting Blackbeard to do too much to us here, but he will definitely get his special before we get ours, so it is what it is. Alright, let's see what he's going to do. Let's see. Just normal attacks for now. About to use his special. We almost knocked him out before he even launched his special. And we just tanked the special. Like, that is just not an issue. Okay, sure. And then you're dead. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Alright, so we pick up our 10th win of the season, which is great. Very, very fast win. But as I said, from here on out, we don't get any more retries, so we have to be very, very serious. Another thing that we have to contemplate during this moment in time is that now we cannot see 2 of the 3 teams, so we have to be very, very cautious. So let's jump in and see what we can find. Alright, so we do know that the final character here is going to be Super Tandem Luffy. We can definitely kill the top team, that's not a problem, but the bottom team being Luffy, and without knowing what level of Super Tandem Luffy it is, we could run an additional character alongside Luffy, but again, it is pretty risky in my opinion, so I would like to avoid it if at all possible. Ooh, this one looks interesting, but we don't know the 2 characters. Ugh. And this one's Yamato. Okay, I think we can take on this one. Yamato definitely can be a problem, but because Luffy's like the best 1v1 character in the game, I feel pretty confident taking on this team actually. So we'll go ahead and switch it up. So we're going to use Luffy at the bottom, and then the other team at the top. We'll take off Whitey Bay. Honestly, we could lower our combat power even more, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know what I mean? I think this should win. So let me just have a look at the opposing team again. So we're going to use Katakuri versus the Chopper, Blank team versus their stack team, and then Luffy versus Yamato. I feel pretty confident in that. I don't see us losing. I really don't. I mean, nah, I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. We should be fine here. So Katakuri, going to pick up all those buffs, obviously, from Luffy's leader skill, him being a fighter and all that, which is pretty strong. And then we win. No problems. Now, the real question is, I wonder what this secondary team is. It could just be a stacked Dex team without Yamato. Could be an Int team. Let's go ahead and run it. What did this guy decide to do? Okay, so it was just a stacked Int team. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass that. We are fine. We are not going to be challenging that. See you later, Pig. Just salutes to the Pig, though, because he's been putting in that work, just taking all that damage. And now we have the 1v1 versus Yamato. I don't see a world in just a way we lose this. Like, Luffy's the most insane 1v1 character. Something insanely wrong has to go, like, crazily wrong here for us to lose this. I feel, at least in my opinion. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Alright, GP Leer skill for both characters. Of course, Yamato does receive quite a lot of buffs. But let's see how this goes. How much damage are we doing? Okay. I actually don't know the behavior, because characters' behaviors are actually pretty important in 1v1s. You see, Yamato does have a very minor healing mechanic, which is kind of interesting. Who's going to get their special off first? It's going to be kind of close. Oh, it looks like Yamato will. Unless... Oh, just missed. Okay, so we get ours first. That's actually really good for us. Okay, how much damage are we doing? Oh, that's a win. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Massive. Alright, so the 1v1 strat looking pretty good. That's great. So now we have 11 wins. Now, with this 11th win, that's good, but it now means this is the last opportunity for us to use a retry, or a refresh, should we say. After tomorrow, well, at least if we get another win, we don't get any more refreshes or rematches, right? So it's really down to the wire now. So let's see what we can find for our final opponent of the video for potentially win number 12. It's going to load up some new assets, so we're going to have a very interesting character as one of the leads here. Or no, yeah, okay, we see ores at the top, but it is a blank character at the bottom, which is scary because it literally could be anything. Alright, number 2 versus Akainu. Oh, we can definitely take that on, but it is risky. And then, okay, I don't feel confident taking on that. Okay, now the real question is, what do we want to challenge? What do we want to challenge? So Yamato, the fact that Yamato can boost Dex, it would make sense if Super Tandem Luffy was on the bottom team, but there's a chance that he's not, right? There's a chance that he's not, so that's scary. And this one, that also could be Super Tandem Luffy at the bottom, and if it is what it is, like that's just we're just destroyed. Risky. Okay, so I have decided I am going to challenge this team right here, and what I am doing is, because we do see Akainu up front, I feel like Dalton's going to be a really good unit to use here, but because he does have less stats than a Sugo Fest exclusive, I feel like I'm just going to put another character on top and hope it's going to be enough. We do have Luffy versus that random one character that this team has. Now, it could be Super Tandem Luffy, and it is. I think it's just RNG at that point. But it is what it is, right? We're just going to go for it. I feel like we probably could have got away with using Dalton by himself, but I just didn't want to risk it, you know? Especially during this part of the Grand Party where there are no retries. There's no rematches at this point. So we do have to be very, very careful in the way that we approach these matches. So that's exactly why I'm being a little bit more cautious than I normally would be. But look, we're heading towards the end of Grand Party. So this is the point in time where we can risk, you know, increasing our team's combat score. And you can see, yeah, we are winning quite comfortably here. Yeah, we probably didn't need to do this, but it kind of did get his special launched first. And yeah, it's fine. You know, it's fine. The real issue is going to be, what is this second character? I hope to God it's just a meme character. Like, almost like legitimately anything except for Super Tandem Luffy would be awesome, because I feel confident that Super Tandem Luffy could take on anything. So, let's see what it's going to be. Okay, sweet. Thank the Lord. Alright, it's just going to be Chiffon. Alright, so yeah, I mean, look. It could have been anything. I'm glad that it wasn't that, but you know, looking at it now, in hindsight, would have been nice to have Luffy on the top squad, and then we could have used whatever we want here to keep our combat score low. I just hope that it means that when we reach the matches tomorrow, that we don't find too many crazily high-powered teams. That could obviously be a bit of a problem, but we did secure the 12th win. We have 3 to go tomorrow, which is awesome. So we're nearly towards the end here, which is fantastic. No additional red posters, but tomorrow, with at least 1 additional win, we will get a red poster, which we'll go ahead and do. So that is going to wrap us up here today. So thank you so much for watching the video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.